A tough decision I had to make was leaving a friend. Nothing was wrong. There was no malice or anger involved between us. We were good friends and had similar worldviews that connected us in a positive way. We were in agreement, and this friendship saved my spirit in many ways. I wouldn't have known Christ deeper than I do today if it wasn't for this particular friend who introduced me to this walk of faith. Even though good times can create good friendships, there is one key question we all have to ask. Can my friend come with me? This is where we had to part ways. We sat, had a chat, said our final goodbyes, and it was one of the most saddest moments knowing that we have been friends for more than 8 years. Yet this was the point where we had to take our separate paths. But as I said before, this was not done out of malice or any ill intent. It was done because God highlighted that we could no longer walk together. In order to travel, a ticket is needed. In order to get the ticket, a price has to be paid. If the price isn't paid, the destination cannot be reached. Paying the price and being nice are two separate things. There are evil people that own more than the nicest people in the world. This shows that reaching a goal is not dependent on how nice we are, but it is dependent on how knowledgeable we are in the laws that need to be followed, such as the laws of sacrifice, stamina, risk-taking and discipline, which we will touch on later on in this video. But my friend was not willing to pay the price for success, or for the type of success that I had desired in my heart. And because he was so nice, he didn't challenge me to grow and be uncomfortable, shake me up a little bit, you know? Now don't get me wrong, my friend had plans, but our destinations were different, which means the price that had to be paid was also different. The value of a plane ticket fluctuates depending on the distance and the quality of service provided. In general, there are a few reasons why not everyone can come on the journey. Destination. Destinations differ, meaning if your destination is further than where your friend is headed, they may not have the stamina to go the distance with you. Quality of service. Some friends want a particular standard of life, which can be different to the quality you want. Now, there is nothing wrong with this, but again, it goes back to the main point, the price. A higher quality of life requires more discipline, more sacrifice, and more bravery to take calculated risks. If the friend does not want to take any risk through opportunities, not willing to increase the discipline it takes, and not willing to sacrifice certain things, then they will not be able to handle the higher quality of life that is available. In order to be companions, you both should want the same quality of service and both be willing to go the distance required with the same destination in mind. Now the balance is this. Even though the distance, destination and quality of life need to be the common interest, you may have different ways of getting there, which isn't an issue. But if the requirements needed, such as sacrifice, stamina, risk-taking and discipline, are compromised, the relationship will be imbalanced. But the reason why me and my friend had to part ways is above any reasoning or logic. It was simply out of obedience to God. When God tells you to leave a particular relationship, we may not always know why, because God's thoughts are higher than our thoughts, and His ways are higher than our ways. We left on a good note, which is what made it bittersweet, and if we see each other again, we will say hello and still show love. That won't change. But we are now on our different paths, and I look forward to not only where God has taken me, but also where God has taken him. Thanks for listening.